Hey everybody, this is vlog, I think number 21, and we have a special fun guest today. So I'm going to introduce you to my little baby brother, Sam Flotto. Come on, Sam.
Well,
There
hello.
he is. Okay. So I thought we'd do something a little bit different today with the vlog. I've been doing kind of the same thing, just me and myself and I, and talking about what I'm doing and the things that I'm engaging with. And well, my little brother is over. We did some massage work today, and we've just been contemplating as far as business idea goes and our brand idea goes. And we thought that we just make a vlog. We'll use my vlog as a way to just practice some I don't know, entertainment skills and shit like that.
Figuring some ideas out.
Yeah, so usually what happens to me, Sammy, is I turn this on and I don't even know what I'm going to talk about, and I still don't know what I'm going to talk about. But actually, no, I just want to interview you. That's what I want to do. I just want to ask you, like, because I think for me, what I've learned on my this new business journey and all the content that I watch and all the things that I'm hoping for to happen to my own brand comes down to visibility. Like, people need to know that you exist and who you are. And I've been just trying to make content to make that happen. I'm not necessarily trying to sell something all the time. I'm just trying to let people know, hey, I'm Troy, this is what I do, this is what I like doing, these are my interests, and just letting more of the world know who I am.
Yeah. It's just like letting everybody know, hey, I'm here.
Yes. So maybe you can tell people, like, how long have you been playing video games?
Video games?
Yes.
Well, let me see. I mean, shoot, since like the Xbox 360. But I mean, like,
How old are you? Like 8?
Oh,
7?
something like that.
6 or 7?
I don't know.
Actually, you know, before we even, because some people don't even know, you know, what you do. So obviously that's a clear giveaway that you play video games. But
Yeah.
So what are you embarking on right now? And I'm going to say my piece, or what I think that you're doing right now is you're creating a brand around your name, and you want to become a professional gamer. Is that correct?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
See, I like the thought of like taking like video games, that nerdy side of things, like to a like that professional level. Maybe not like you don't have to be a professional athlete, you know, going to these events. Maybe, you know, one of those top tier creators in those spaces. So I can, you know, I could be professional in an individual game, or just make really high end top tier content depending on whatever I want to do.
So what content do you like doing? Do you like doing like kind of what we're doing now, or do you like gameplay content and making cool transitions and montages? Like, when you think of content, what would you want to be?
When I think of like creativity or like something that is like yourself, is literally the content doesn't have to be gaming. It doesn't have to be one specific content, if you get what I mean. Like being like a top creator is the ability to how do I want to word this? Is like the ability to basically remold yourself when needed, or like how do you kind of get what I mean?
Well,
the fluidity of the dynamic of being able to transition.
Yeah, because it's not about the thing that you're doing, it's not about the content you're creating, it's about being a creator. When you change your mindset, when you transform who you are on the inside, you can work with this video game or this idea and that idea, and you don't have to stay in one little lane. Like, you're just trying to create this creative sort of creator inside you. And so that now the next question is, well, what kind of medium do you use? I mean, I know personally you don't like to write.
No.
And so it's you're not going to be doing blogs or anything like that. You are more visually like visually, but what's like more film, like
tactile,
more
hands-on.
Yeah, and so you'd be creating more content that has to do with getting out your phone and recording you playing a game, or how am I trying to word that too?
And interacting, because like for me, interacting through, you know, streams or interacting through YouTube comments and stuff is way more appealing than, all right, I'm gonna write a blog and then somebody's gonna write a whole essay back to me. Like, that's not my thing.
No, I get what you're saying. Because I'm just trying to think when you say you want to be a content creator, like, what does that look like? What does that feel like? Like, what do you visualize when you're like, yeah, I'm gonna create content?
Well,
like,
really, it's just like, it could be anything. Just like putting, what I've been creating or manifesting into a package to allow people to see what I'm doing. Like, it mostly going to be video, like, hands-on. Oh, I'm going to show you guys this. Oh, we're doing this today. We're going to have fun. We're going to go, what is the one thing, so you crawl in those balls and you roll around soccer?
Oh, okay.
Like, something like that. It's like, hey, we're going to go do that today. Getting people engaged, like, cool and fun things.
Do you think it's like, it's public figure vibe. It's really like, hey, I want people to invest in the person, or in not the person, but invest in the profile, the Sam profile, whatever you want to create Sam to be on your internet or on your digital community. That's who you want to attract to people. You don't want to attract just video games. You don't want to just attract this. You like to run track.
I was about to say,
bowling.
I think it'd be really cool is like, I was telling Troy earlier today, I think it was, that like I want to see how gaming goes. It was yesterday actually. Yeah. And for like this next 6 months, 9 months, for the next year, if time's right, I might be going to go run track. But I think it'd be cool if I use my experience from these streams, videos, then I could start making videos tailored to track and field, or like how I'm, competing at a college level.
Right.
And then, after my time's done there, who knows? I might stick with track, or I might go with bowling. Start putting on content towards that. And then if I could just be like, I've done gaming, bowling, track. All right, what's the next sport I want to try to conquer?
Right. Right, and they all just kind of build on top of each other because this is your life. You like to do these sports, and you're a very sporty person, athletic, and that's what I love to see about what's happening with esports, is that it's not just about who's in the most shape. It's like it's all in your head. Like that's really what that is. I mean, you don't have to be flexible like a football player to play.
You don't have to have the
Madden
reflexes.
Well, it's like you don't have to have the agility as like a soldier to play Modern Warfare online.
Exactly.
So it's like it's all in there. It's all in how you think and
it's
how you
generations
strategize.
When it comes to actual sports, you're not going to be having 8-year-olds playing with 23-year-olds.
Exactly.
It's just, this is not fair.
And that's really cool to do that.
Yeah, with esports now, like you have these really young generations that are like being able to show up and prove that like they can play with people who are 30 years old.
And not only that, not just the age gap, but think about the gender gap. They separate men's league and women's league, where now that means nothing. It's fluid. And it's about skill, and it's about merit. It's about how good are you at this thing. You're on my team. I can have in your gender and your physical predispositions don't do anything anymore. Like just because whereas a football player, it's like, oh, that dude naturally 6'5", he's got broad shoulders and has a big body type. That's gonna get picked for a linebacker over like a 5'7" woman who's 130 pounds.
Like with video games and stuff, people don't know who's on the other side. Like you said,
right?
If you're good, they see your face value. They don't care who's behind there.
Right.
If they're super good, they want you. They don't care.
Right.
Unlike people are quick to judge.
Right.
They're like, oh, that guy's super skinny, short, he's not fast. Well, it could be wrong.
It doesn't mean anything.
You don't. Yeah, exactly.
In the esports arena, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so then what is your goal then? Like you must be trying to get somewhere. Like you must have a focus. I know you want to do all these broad things and you want to attract this public figure sort of lifestyle, but what are you doing with your video gaming? Do you have a goal? Are you trying to get signed by 100 Thieves?
That would be cool.
Are you trying to get into an organization? Are you trying to play for money? What are your goals with it?
Really, it's kind of just going by the moment of just figuring. It's the we've been talking about this, and other people we've listened to is learning to enjoy the process. And it's if I'm trying to do this just to get signed, then what's the fun? Once I get signed, what am I going to do after that?
Well, I see. No, I do see
So
what
it's
you're
like,
saying. Yeah.
Really, what I've been thinking is just like, okay, what am I doing this week? Okay, if I go into a tournament, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm not like, okay, I want to go into 10 tournaments this month. I need to make $100,000 or something like that.
I get it.
I start to lose that interest.
You lose your original intent of why you're doing it. You're doing this because you like video games. You're doing this because you love, you know, this lifestyle. You're not doing it to get anything out of it. But I will say, goals and having these intentions are what kind of push us or invite us to go create something.
Yeah.
Because if you were just like, I just want to enjoy the process, and you're just doing random things, they don't build on top of each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, is that thought ever crossed your mind? Like, I'm not saying,
well, really?
I know your intention. I know that you're just trying to enjoy the process, but like, what are your goals inside that process? Like, are you trying to just like I don't know, like create a business of your own and sell your own little products and ideas and videos and intellectual property? Or like, do you want some like decently recognized, you know, like sponsor in the video game industry to start viewing you and working with you? Like,
yeah,
you know, have you thought about those
like,
things?
When I think of like a sponsor, someone to like basically help me move forward, is like, it's tough because you could get signed as a professional gamer, then you're stuck in that category for the most part. Like, depending on like what I want to do, but it's like, also, like, if I were to get a contract next month because I started blowing up, there's a 90% chance I'm probably just going to reject it. Because they look at, I mean, not saying all of them do that, but a lot of things, like, they look at what you could be, so they want to capitalize on it now so they can profit off of you when you get huge.
So you do talk about that a lot. I know your personal life, where you're a lot like me in a sense, where you don't want to be really defined as one thing. You want to remain fluid and you want to remain open. So you like, so to put a goal towards wanting to become a video gamer isn't, you know, or a professional video gamer isn't the goal, because you already in your mind are saying, if I get to there, then I can't change if I want to change, and I can only be recognized as this one thing.
See, I get what you mean, because like my content, even like say if I were to become a professional gamer strictly, like I'm still gonna post whatever I want.
Yes.
And if I get geared to that specific audience, obviously my like, eventually the more I just do whatever I want, they're gonna draw those people to my content.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just like figuring out how I can bring everybody, you know, feed the right groups. Yeah. It's like, okay, everybody, you want gaming, all right, I'm gonna post track stuff, I'm gonna post bowling stuff, or do anything.
And when you say everyone, I'm questioning if you mean everyone or you actually mean everyone inside of the personal interest that you like everyone includes.
I think everybody within my community, because you know what I mean, like
exactly.
Right now
you can't appeal to
exactly.
everyone.
Right now, I'm just like, you're trying to just get eyeballs. You're not, you know what I mean.
Right.
You can. I'm doing what I'm doing, but like for instance, with, you know, I've been kind of taking a step back from like posting a lot of streaming, like pulling my streaming and picking them apart and posting them in other spots, because I've been trying to look at other ways, because like, you know, it's kind of like with Instagram. You post there for a little bit, you see how your growth works, then you kind of go somewhere else, you think of an idea, and then you can kind of come back. It's kind of where I'm at right now, is like figuring out, okay, I saw that like figuring out how to tell people to come watch me, like that works. Now I got like an idea of like where I should be posting to tell people to come to my stuff. Really now it's just like getting the eyeballs, the people that want to be here, and then once you start doing that, then you can just really focus on your community instead of just trying to get as many millions of eyeballs. Grant you, views are nice, but...
And I'd say too, to help with your content itself, because I think, like, I think a lot about education, and I think about how can I offer value? How can I share what I know in my process of helping people get to the same point? And I think when you do that, when you share your unique process with people, that adds a lot of value. So like, I'm just saying for you, like I'm telling you, like creating like a mini TikTok course of like how to get over your rage when it comes to video games. Like, not a lot of you know this, and you will know this in the future, but this dude was an absolute asshole growing up when it comes to video games. Like temper tantrums, rage. Like, I'd always have the phone at, like, my little iPod recording him and encouraging him to mess up, because I knew he would just get so viscerally pissed off and using profane words, and now he won't even swear, and I think it's the funniest thing. But he swore more as a 7-year-old than he does as a 17-year-old, even though he's 19. I know he's 19, but 7 and 17, I had to use that same words. But so I think it would be really helpful for you to, like, show people, like, where did that rage go? Like, there are so many people who are damaging themselves, their equipment, their bodies, their relationship, because of this rage that they have in video games. It's such prevalent in your culture, of the video game culture, that helping people through.
You go on YouTube and you can look up rage videos, and it's just hours and hours of people just raging.
And it's just funny.
Furious.
It's funny, but then at the same when you're looking at long-term effects of that, though, it can be damaging. So, and I think that you've moved through a lot of, like, rage in space, that
really
you can help other people do that.
Like, just think about it, like, it'd be different. I could really identify, like, what I did if it happened from one year to the next year. It's like last year. Like, if it was last year, I was breaking keyboards, breaking my monitors, and then this year I'm not.
Yeah.
But the fact that I don't know when it happened or changed. It's just been there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I did.
Sure. I think maybe
part of me wants to, like, it'd be cool to make a video, but it's like part of me just doesn't want to, like, look back. It's like I don't need that kind of energy.
Saying. Well, but think about how people. But okay, so I saw two things with that. Think about how many people would benefit, though, from, like, hearing someone, like, tell them how it's not worth it getting angry and upset over a video game. This sounds simple, but if someone that you knew and trusted saying, "Wow, I know that guy went through some, like, hard shit, and he's telling me this thing, I need to take it into consideration." I know what you mean about not looking back, but if you look back, you can actually find these gems of how to share this information with people. And another thing is that you've done such a great job at transforming yourself. That's why I don't think that you can understand where it happened, because it's part of you. It's part of your specific growth.
And
you were always designed to be
way farther than gaming. Like, you're not going to change just how you play. You have to change your lifestyle outside of gaming. The people you're around, what you're doing on the daily, that's what's going to change you when you're in front of the table.
That's so correct. Like, lifestyle happens with anything, whether it's you're in the video game industry, whether you're...
It stems from not just being angry at games. If you're generally just angry all the time, and a lot of people channel their anger when they sit down and play Xbox.
That's true. It gives them an opportunity to beat their controller up. They get to punch their computer screens, because now it's an outlet. And maybe that's great, because now you learn that, like, wow, you do have all this anger inside of you, but, like, if you're busting $300 computer screens all the time, or, like, busting $200 keyboards, like, you're gonna, and maybe some people have the money to do that, but I think I just think younger kids could really benefit from hearing that. I mean, okay, not even just, like, rage. What else can you educate? Like, another thing that Sam does really well when it comes to playing on his computer, two things, is his ergonomics, which is he is very detail oriented when it comes to setting up his space. Like, it'd be sweet if I could just, like, throw up a nice picture right now of, like, your computer space and just, like, show them how, like, you have set it up. But he's got the monitor at the right height. He's built his own desk for the right height. He's got all this space open so that he can move his arm and create mobility at the right height. He's got his microphone at the right angle. He's got his seat with lumbar support at the right settings, and he's constantly trying to perfect that and looking up ways to...
They really underestimate how a quality setup can make you feel.
Yep.
Like, people are like, I don't need a gaming chair.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, you don't... industries are there, they just want to make money for the most part. You know what I mean? You gotta really nitpick, because if you just go get a gaming chair from Walmart, that's not gonna help you.
Yeah.
Like, they're not quality. You need to, like, look at, like,
research.
Yeah, you just need to research, like, what you need. Oh, my butt hurts all the time. My lower back is stressed out. Well, that could be from playing 8 hours a day, or what you could be doing outside of it.
Exactly. So different body types require different sort of support for different sort of agendas. So then, so his ergonomics is one thing, and then what was the next one? So yeah, your rage. It's your focus with warming up. So and this is what I like what Sam does and what he's got a very athletic background. So he's he does bowling and he does track. And those sports require a lot of individual focus, and the way that he is taking esports is no different. That he still warms up, like he does his like warm up stretches that increase his comfortability in his body so that he can sit down for 3 hours and stream. And not only is it more comfortable for him to stream, but when he's stretching like that, he's creating more blood flow and more circulation in his body, which makes sure that his brain works better. He's more aware, and he's creating more of a chance in his body to work efficiently. This kid doesn't eat like shit and get on with greasy fingers. Like he takes every little detail into account, and he treats it like an actual like a sport, like any other physical sport. He's using his body to do something, and he's taking care of it so that it can work efficiently. Your biggest pet peeve is greasy fingers?
Yeah, I can't stand, dude. Anytime if I eat food, I have to go wash my hands, then I can come back.
Yeah,
dude. Like my biggest right now, my keycaps, for me using them are smooth, and it feels like greasy keycaps.
Oh, because they're so worn.
Yeah, it was a matte finish that like had gritty texture, and I've smoothed it out, and it makes me think of greasy controllers. And
is there something you can spray? Can they buy like rematte?
Yeah, they probably could. I'm thinking about getting new keycaps anyways.
I guess you could just redo this.
Because I have removable keycaps and switches.
Dude, that'd be something that you could brand your own. Like you could just brand keycaps.
Dude, just go buy like that'd be. Think about it, if I went and bought 10 packs of keycaps and just customized my own, hydro dipped my own.
Or okay, so you hydro dip your own, but you don't. It's not the full QWERTY keyboard. You just use the cute like the main WASD. Yeah, like have your own WASD like thing, and it's like
the
sweet.
One thing I really like about what's the company Ducky 1-2, they use the Year of the Pig. You remember that?
That's my year.
They made a custom escape key was a pig, and then the space bar was a pig, and then what's this year?
I don't know.
They every year they change.
Dog maybe?
Every year they change the escape key and the space bar to that specific theme. So like if you could do that your own. You could do your own themes or something, and just that's another
those are those little things. Like I like to just look at everything in business right now, but I like those little tiny like, hey, like who is Sam the brand, and like what do you sell, what do you offer? You have your you could sell your WASD logo stuff, and then you could have your mentoring like program of teaching people how to like create a lifestyle for video gaming.
Like about like using our name is for the fact that like
people don't know how to pronounce it, so they may
that too. That is funny. Nobody knows. Everybody says it wrong.
They do.
But like my name is more than just me. You know what I mean? If I use Sam, that's me.
Yeah.
But if I use our last name, that's like people see me and then they're like, oh wow, they got that whole side. And then if they come across Troy and they see like, hey, where do I know that? Wow, they're like everywhere.
Yeah. Right,
and it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like brothers working together, but also working on the totally opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yes.
It's like we're helping each other, but we're not, shoulder to shoulder working on the same project.
Exactly.
We could be.
Yes, we're working. We're working in our own lanes, driving on the same highway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna finish it. I think I'm gonna finish it there because I'm gonna want to keep these short. As we're probably in. Like something minutes. I like to do. I think I'm at 21:39.
Let's see.
I want to see. 24? Damn. No. You don't have to stop that yet. Well, you can, I guess. Well, I'm just gonna close out with a nice little outro talk and then send us off. You can get back in here, bro. Get back in here.
Whoa!
We almost hit your
I scraped it. I felt that.
Okay, guys. Well, yeah, I'm gonna finish it there. This has been really exciting. Thank you, Sam, for coming on and just talking.
Are we gonna shout out our socials?
Our socials. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah.
Bro, tell people where they can follow you. Watch me on Twitch.
True. Twitch.
Twitch.tv/Flatto.
Which is FLATHAU, and then Flatto on everything else, right? Your Instagram is Flatto?
It should be. Yeah, if you like, I think TikTok. Yeah, my handle is Flatto @Flatto.
Yep. So, to all my 4 viewers out there, we appreciate you. You're gonna make us famous one day and get this guy an organization deal or sponsorship or something. All right, thank you guys so much. We will see you tomorrow or within the next couple days. Not with this guy though. Just
maybe
next time.
I'll steal the show next time.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Sam.